They want you to believe these recognitions of Palestine are progress, but it's the same colonial trick we've seen before. Western powers are manufacturing the illusion of statehood while locking Palestine into a permanent occupation. Just take a look at Palestine's history. The PLO once led the resistance, but through the Oslo Accords in 1993, it became the Palestinian Authority. Oslo meant recognizing Israel on 78% of the land and shrinking the fight to the remaining 22%. That deal didn't free Palestine. It turned the PA into Israel's security subcontractor, policing its own people while deepening the occupation. And history shows what happens when colonizers hand out recognition on their terms. In North America, the U.S. signed the Treaty of the New Ecotah in 1835 with a small faction of the Cherokee. This treaty ceded Cherokee land in exchange for a recognition of rights in the West, but it led directly to the Trail of Tears, death marches, where thousands of Cherokee were starved, exposed, and killed as the U.S. seized their land anyways. In Algeria, France set up the 1947 Statute of Algeria, creating elected Muslim assemblies as if Algerians had self-rule, but the power stayed in Paris. These assemblies fractured the resistance while loyalists fought against their own people. When independence finally came, these collaborators were abandoned or executed. In South Africa, the apartheid regime declared independent homelands like Transkei in 1976. It was a lie. These Bantustans had no real sovereignty, no economy, and were recognized by no one but Pretoria. These were dumping grounds meant to strip black South Africans of their citizenship, while white South Africans kept the land in power. The pattern is the same every time. Recognition without liberation is a weapon. First, the colonizer picks collaborators, then it criminalizes true resistance, and in the end, it swallows the land entirely. That's exactly what Israel is doing today. Recognition is tied to the PA, Israel's puppet, while Gaza remains under siege and Hamas is hunted as the eternal excuse for killing civilians. Settlements expand, Jerusalem is annexed, and the ground is laid for Israel to claim the entire map. This isn't about peace, it's about continuing the Greater Israel Project. And once the dust settles, these recognitions will not be remembered as freedom, but as camouflage before the final takeover.